Another WWE star is set to miss the Royal Rumble. We've got scrapped AEW plans for New Japan Wrestle Kingdom, and we've got an update on William Regal's WWE status. Stay tuned for the news. Oh, it's almost that time now. The Royal Rumble is one of the most exciting shows of the year. I think it is probably the most exciting show. I mean, WrestleMania is up there and is one of the top. But like, Royal Rumble draws an audience.
I think it's because you're excited for the surprises, right?
Yeah.
You're excited for the surprises. You hear rumblings of who might be coming out, who might be there. Rumblings.
Rumblings. It's a show that I never missed, but someone who will be missing it this year.
No.
I know, Andrew. It's so sad. But Johnny Gargano has shared an update on his recent injury. He said, I tweeted out that I injured my shoulder at a live event in Toronto, which is ironic because I came back in Toronto and that's where I injured my shoulder. I got rammed into the steel steps and I sprained my AC joint. Doctors say originally about 5 to 6 weeks. I'm going to do everything in my power to cut that time down, and that's the most transparent I can be there. We're going to see what can happen, and I'm going to work very, very hard to come back as soon as possible. Now, 5 to 6 weeks is well past the Royal Rumble. Rumble is in 2 weeks' time. Yes. It's not that far away. It's very unlikely for Gargano to be able to recover in that sort of time. But he joins AJ Styles in the injured bench and not being able to compete at the Rumble
because he broke his ankle in the live events, didn't he?
He did. It was just recently, just at the end of last year. He broke his ankle, keeping him out of action for, I think he said it's the longest amount of time he'll ever be out of the ring. I can't remember the exact time frame, but it's
it sucks for Gargano, who sort of comes in and Johnny Gargano is like obviously a huge fan of wrestling. Yeah. He is a wrestler, but he just seems like such a fan of the art of wrestling, and this would have, I guess, been like a big thing for him to be a part of, and you can assume that he would have absolutely just loved to have been a part of it as well.
He feels like someone who could have been the Iron Man, like put him in really early, have him go quite a bit, and sort of the underdog being like, could Gargano do it? Could he actually pull it off? I feel like his push up till this point wouldn't warrant that position in it. However, it's Gargano. He's incredible. Like, he's really, really good in the ring. It is a shame he's missing it. As you said, he's a big fan of wrestling. It would be a shame that he's his first Rumble on the main roster and he's going to miss out on it. Early Rumble predictions, Andrew, just wild. Who you think Cody's winning?
Yeah.
What surprise entrance would you like to see?
What surprise entrance would I like to see?
Who would give you a big pop?
Oh, if we did get like some, I'll tell you who.
Oh,
I'll tell you who right now.
Put you on the spot, but who?
Hiroki Sumi.
Okay.
Yokozuna.
Yeah. Especially if you look at our previous videos.
What about you?
Who would I? Jay White. I would love to see Jay White.
I was going to say Jay White as well. I think that would be really, really cool. That would be a huge surprise.
It would give sort of AJ Styles 2016 vibes. That is, I think, is my favorite surprise return ever, or surprise debut ever. Yeah. In the Rumble, just that moment, and
the camera shot on Roman's face.
I mean, that was what kept me up at night. Watching it, I'm like, oh my god, Roman's so engaging. But yeah, I think Jay White is my wild pick, but it's a shame Gargano's going to miss it and won't be in there.
Hopefully he recovers, as he says, hopefully he recovers quicker than the 5 to 6 weeks, but just wish him all the best in his recovery.
Absolutely. But we're looking at AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling now. New Japan put on Wrestle Kingdom last week in one of the best shows of the year. Well, I can say that because it's only a week in.
It is.
But it was a very, very good show. They had headlined by 2 fantastic matches. But Nick Jackson has spoken on Sports Illustrated about Wrestle Kingdom and what could have been. What did he say, Andrew?
He said, we were actually asked to wrestle and be in Kenny's corner, but Matt and I had vacation plans that week. Maybe next year, who knows? Matt also added, we got a fantastic offer personally. The timing and the situation didn't fit for us. I'm sure one day you'll see us back in a New Japan Pro Wrestling ring.
That last line, I feel pretty confident we'll see them back.
Yeah, especially with Kenny holding the IWGP United States title now.
Yeah. Even if it's like on one of their US shows, that seems more likely if they don't want to, go all the way over to Japan for the shows.
Yeah.
But with New Japan and AEW's relationship now, it feels like we're going to see the Young Bucks.
I think so.
At some point.
I definitely think so. I wonder if we'll get back to the stage of sort of like belt collectors again for Kenny Omega, maybe somewhere down the line. Trios Championship, IWGP United States Championship, maybe the IWGP Tag Team Championships for them.
It'd be quite a run there, but I would like to see dream match the Young Bucks versus Omega and Okada, because we saw that on New Year's Dash. We saw a dream tag team there. Give us the Young Bucks versus
I want to
them.
see the
Give
Young
us
Bucks
FTR
versus the Golden Lovers now.
Ooh,
that would be nice.
That'd be fantastic. Maybe Forbidden Door. We'll see. That comes up. That is meant to be happening at some point in the future. But we're going to stick with the New Japan sort of news, because the IWGP World Title is set to be defended in America. Now, an IWGP World Heavyweight Championship match has been added to New Japan Pro Wrestling's Battle in the Valley on Saturday, February 18th. Now, while the challenger is not yet known, New Japan has revealed that whoever leaves New Beginning in Osaka on February 11th, be it Okada or Takagi, they will then fly to America to defend it the following week, which is a very quick turnaround for title matches in New Japan.
That is a very quick turnaround, yeah.
That usually they have a couple weeks between them and build them up, or even a couple months. You don't see like... A big thing in New Japan is the amount of defenses a belt has had. Yeah. And that's going to be, 2 in 1 week for Okada, big, isn't it? If he wins, obviously, which I think he will.
I mean, obviously, you've got the IWGP Women's Championship match on that card as well, but I guess just to spice things up a little bit more, why not pop in the IWGP Heavyweight Championship?
And the fact that they've not announced who the opponent is right now, I feel like it could be a big surprise. It could be someone that's, quite a big name. If he's not on vacation... Give us Jon Moxley.
Oh, no, he needs time off,
I know we've said he needs his time off,
man.
But imagine Okada versus Moxley.
That would be nice.
I mean,
I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? Ibushi? That would be pretty cool.
Maybe.
Or AJ Styles. No, AJ's not. AJ's
Johnny Gargano. Cody Rhodes.
Triple H. It's not going to be any of them, but we will keep you updated on that. I think it's going to be... I'm really interested in New Japan at the moment. Wrestle Kingdom has really sparked that interest back for me after a couple of years of... on and off.
Yeah, no, I completely get. I think for a lot of people, it sort of takes like one really good pay-per-view to sort of bring them back round again and get the interest back. And Wrestle Kingdom was definitely that. I think for a lot of people, the entrances, the debuts, all sorts, the matches themselves, fantastic.
I just want to see more Will Ospreay versus Kenny Omega.
We
need more and more of those matches. If they can give us another one at Forbidden Door and then another one at Wrestle Kingdom next year, we'll be golden.
We'll get another one.
Oh my god, I need it. But we're going to finally end on some William Regal news, because he left AEW at the end of last year. He's now joined WWE. His timing seems to have been impeccable.
Yes.
He joined WWE the day before Vince was officially back in charge. The person who released him a year to the day he returned, or a year to the day he was released, he returned to the company. But his official title has been revealed by PW Insider. What is his title, Andrew?
His title is WWE Vice President of Global Talent Development,
which is kind of the role he was seeing before. He was doing a lot of talent development roles. Obviously, the vice president aspect of that is a brand new tag on there. But he was the person who, for NXT, would go out to independent shows, would go all around the world, would scout talent and get them signed. He's part of the reason why NXT was this big indie hotspot.
Yeah, definitely.
And I know Triple H gets a lot of the credit for that, and rightfully so, because he's also got a hand in the he was a hand in the creative and running it. But William Regal is the guy who will be able to spot that next generational talent.
And that's what you want. That's what you want in WWE, especially if he's doing that again for say like NXT, and bringing more people in to hopefully develop. I think this is like the perfect role for William Regal, without a doubt, because as you were saying, he's got an eye for these things. He knows the right people to pick. I mean, just like, who else would you want sort of looking over you when you're there training and everything?
He's one of the best of all time.
Absolutely.
Never got a run as world champion, and it's kind of a shame, but his real talent now, like right now, lies in picking the future of wrestling. And it's great to see this William Regal shaped future.
Yes.
And you see it, you can see the influence he's had on everyone. I mean, even in his small run in AEW, Wheeler Yuta, I feel, has improved leaps and bounds because of his association with Regal and Danielson and Claudio and Moxley. And hopefully, going forward, we're going to see more of that in WWE. A year's absence for him.
Fingers crossed.
It's nice to give him a wee vice president role.
It is, isn't it? He deserves it.
He does deserve it.
He's a good lad. He's William Regal, isn't he?
Also, his son looks spitting image off him. I saw him.
It's mental.
It's crazy.
He's got a fantastic head of hair.
It's wild, isn't it?
It is insane.
Go on, Charlie. Go on,
Charles.
But anyway, that's all the news we've got for you today. We will be back tomorrow with more news, of course. Is there anything you want to plug, Andrew?
There is nothing. I don't think I've got anything to plug. The Monday Fun Day streams on Monday. You can go over twitch.tv/Cultaholic. We're playing through Dream Daddy yet again with Hot Roy. We've met a bear daddy called Hot Roy. Sexy. What about you, Frizz?
Well, I stream on a Friday, so you can tune in tomorrow night at 6 p.m. on Twitch. We stream every single night, so there's always some content on there for you. And go and watch the complete history of WWE, which released at the end of last year, and nothing has happened since. Go and watch that, please. It's a fantastic video, so we're very, very proud of it. But that is it. We will see you later on.